Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you are listening, wherever you're listening. Thank you for joining us. It is the Gospel Live Online with San and Shae. That's her. How's everybody doing? We hope you are having a great day so far. Hopefully, I can get this out to everybody. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so we're going to start sharing everything with people to make sure that you can watch and everything like that. So hopefully, you're doing well. Of course, Shae, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired, but okay.
Yeah,
I'm a little tired.
this has been one of those days, man. It's just
Yeah.
you're just trying to catch up on rest or sleep or
Yeah.
just whatever, just trying to do all of that. So yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, we hope you are doing well and hope that you are having a good day so far. So if I cough a little bit, please just don't pay me no mind.
He can explain why a little later.
Yeah, I'll explain that in a little while. But anyway, hopefully you are doing well. And we're going to try to get this out to everybody just as soon as possible here. So we got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot of music to tell you about, a lot of great Christmas music that is out there. We'll talk about some of your favorite Christmas songs. We also have just a ton of stuff to tell you about in regards to weather. We're just going to talk about
Well,
weather.
I think some of the viewers are experiencing the weather already.
Already experiencing the weather. I don't even know
Weather
what to
is
tell you about that. Just anyway.
it's interesting.
Yeah, just interesting.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, Chuck, how you doing? Make sure that you let us know that you are listening, so we can acknowledge you. You can tell us what you're doing for the break. Some people have already taken the break off, or they've already taken some time off and whatever. You so if you have, hey, congratulations! I still got a few more days to go.
I don't.
So what? I don't care.
I'm on vacation, as SpongeBob said.
Yeah, she's on vacation already, and I'm not. Hey, let us know that you are here. We want you to like and share. We want you to, be a part of the broadcast today. Let us know some things. We got some questions for you, some things we're going to tell you about. So anyway, we got a lot of things to tell about, man. Also, we've got tickets to a game called the Independence Bowl. Now, what is that? It's a game during the bowl season. This year, it is ULL, University of Louisiana Lafayette, against the University of Houston. Right. It'll be in Shreveport, December the 23rd. So if you want to go, we have tickets that we'll be giving away. We'll put your name in the hat because we don't have the wheel today. Excuse me. We don't have the wheel today, but we'll still be able to get it out to you. So anyway, so what do you got planned for Christmas? What is your plans for Christmas?
My plans?
Well, just, I don't know what
you know my plans. You're going to be with me.
We're just going to have a lot of fun.
You do have the air blowing in here.
Well, it's not my fault. It's like automatic. I can't do anything about it. It just seems like
some water.
Maybe one day or something. I don't know. Y'all had to just excuse me. I'm just going through trials and tribulations right now. But anyway, we're getting a lot of messages out. We're getting a lot of things out to everybody. So just kind of bear with us as we continue to let people know that we are on the air.
Yes.
So just make sure that you kind of bear with us a little bit. Oh, the other thing we wanted to tell you about a little bit too is we wanted to ask you about your favorite dishes during the Christmas holiday. What are your favorite dishes?
Yep.
So what is that? Some people, they like, whatever the case is. Daryl, thank you so much for sharing the ministry, my brother.
Thank you, Daryl.
We appreciate that. But what is your favorite thing to have?
Like, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to just, being home and seeing my mama and seeing my grannies and, my aunts and uncles and cousins and just, seeing family and hugging people.
Yes.
Because life is so short.
It is short. It is short.
So, I just kind of been feeling that a lot lately. So
yes,
I just can't wait to see.
Yes. So speaking of which, we are going home for Christmas.
Yes, and home is Beloit, Wisconsin. Via Rockford, Illinois.
Yes. Now, of course, for the most part, most of our families were split between Beloit and Rockford.
Yes.
My mom lives in Beloit still. My dad, he's in Florida right now. He's lucky, but we're not in Florida.
It was a beautiful day today here.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It's going to get really cold here though.
For a couple days.
Thursday and Friday.
We get a couple of those a year.
Yeah, it's going to be like 12 degrees here.
Yeah.
And 12 degrees is really, really cold.
Yeah,
here.
they'll be freaking out pretty good.
Yeah,
But
pretty good.
that's okay.
Yes.
Shalonda says, I'm not going.
Yeah.
You're going. You're
she's
not gonna
going.
your
Oh, you
mother's
going.
not gonna jump on me. You going.
Oh no, y'all came here without my other daughter. We will not be a part of that atrocity. No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
No, ma'am, Pam, you'll be in the car.
And I've been in the family long enough where I'll get blamed too. So
Yes.
nope. Sorry. You got to go. So anyway, I don't have the map with me here, but it's going to be downright cold in Wisconsin. Normally we get some pretty decent weather.
We're talking sub-zero weather.
Literally.
Not looking forward to that.
So what was the high that we talked about on?
The highest high or the lowest high?
The lowest high.
I think it was 7.
7.
Yeah.
And the low,
-4.
-4. Now it's warmed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be like -9 or 10 or whatever. So it's warmed up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Shalonda, you're going. I don't care what kind of emojis you post, you're going.
Yep.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna tell your mama.
You're going.
So yeah, it's gonna be really cold. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. I don't know why the air is blowing in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away and turn this close this bit.
Maybe that's why I'm coughing too, because
I
already got issues. Yeah, but anyway, the air is blowing in here and it's kind of cold outside.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get started on some of the music and everything here, tell you about some of the things that are going on. First of all, I want to talk about the River Awards. Pam Mays, that's going to be up on March the 5th. We're going to be there. We're going to be interviewing a lot of great guests. I will be receiving an award there as well. So if you want to go, make sure that you inbox us. We'll tell you on how to go and how much the tickets are and things like that. We'll be glad to see you. As a matter of fact, for the River and Word Radio Show of the Year for the Weekend Praise Party. So we're very, very thankful and blessed and honored to be a part of that once again this year. And again, it's March the 5th, right before the SWAC basketball tournament. So a lot going on there. So that's the River Awards, and that will be coming up on March the 5th in Houston, Texas. Hey, just a reminder that, of course, you can listen to our radio show, The Gospel Vibe with Shae and Shae online, hits 96.3 FM. Every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. And, of course, online, hits963fm.com. You can listen to us there. You can also follow us on Facebook, Gospel Vibe with Shae and Shae. And you can listen to Praise Party Radio, KPARDB. Praise Party Radio is how you can listen to us. And, that you can listen to the show, the Weekend Praise Party and all different other kinds of things right there on KPAR Praise Party Radio. Excuse me. All right, and I'm just going to go through it a little bit. I want to thank the Lincoln Parish Journal for all of their support. Lincoln Parish Journal right here out of Lincoln Parish here in Louisiana. So thank them. Thank our good friends at Daylight Donuts. We patron them all the time.
Yes. The boy loves you.
The boy loves Daylight Donuts. And don't forget, listen to Dee in the morning on the Hits 96.3 FM. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, 5 to 10 a.m. and on the weekends from 6 to 10. So that kind of gets you up to date on that. Now, let's talk about Christmas music a little bit. Terry McConnell's got a great one, Joy to the World. Make sure that you download that. We're going to go through this kind of quickly because I want to get to a list here. I love lists. I Love Christmas. It's a great new song by Marcus Jordan that you want to download today. Lisa Bellamy featuring William Fluker. Do You Hear What I Hear? William Fluker is a tremendous trumpet player, so make sure that you grab that. Love jazz, love trumpet playing, so you might want to do that. Brandon Kempor and One Way. They've got a great album right now, Christmas Joy, that you want to make sure that you download. And this is a new one here. This is E.C. Frost, the third. He's with Samuel Brown Jr., Little Baby Jesus. This is a brand new one that just came out. It's got a good little vibe to it, so make sure that you download that. Then, of course, a new one that just came out today as well. Brenda Jefferson along with Stephen Hurd. Now, Stephen Hurd's been around for a long time. She has had a chance to bring Stephen Hurd on with this project. You will not be sorry that you listened to this. And, of course, great couple, Bishop Frederick and Dr. Erica Barr. That's a bad sister. She's not only has she been able to do a lot in the community and things like that, great psalmist as well. And her husband, just a wonderful, wonderful individual. Had a chance to talk to them some weeks ago. They are really, really a great couple. And so make sure that you download that. Christmas with the Bars. Make sure that you download that today. Brent Jones, he's going to be on tour. He's going to be all over the place coming up. He'll be starting the tour in Alaska, as a matter of fact, in Anchorage. He'll be in the Texas area. He'll be in Austin, Dallas. I think he's going to be in Arlington, as a matter of fact. St. Louis. He will not be in Louisiana from what I've seen, but he will be in Jackson, Mississippi.
Well, that's pretty close.
He was pretty close. So a couple hours, you can go there and check that out as well. All right. This is a list. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is a list of the top 40 5 weeks of Christmas is here. This is put out by Gospel Top 40. So you got a lot of different songs on here.
If I had known you was gonna put this list up, I'd have got my glasses. I can't. Those are like little.
I thought it was bigger than that. Yeah. Well, I'll kind of go over this just a little bit here.
And where are your glasses?
They're right here, but I don't think this will help me though. No, it's not going to help me. It makes it blurrier. So anyway, Emmanuel by Norman Hutchins is number 3. Kirk Franklin and the Family. Jesus is the Reason for the Season. That's number 1. The Temptations, Silent Night, number 2.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's a question about that one. Donald Lawrence and Love's Holiday. That's number 4. I'm sorry, that's number 5, I should say. Then number 6, let's see, that's Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Franklin and the Family, number 7. Now Behold the Lamb.
Yes,
And then 8, Whitney Houston. Who would imagine a king?
Okay.
So Sounds of Blackness, Soul Holiday is number 9. And then Whitney Houston, again, Joy to the World, number 10. So that came to give you the top 10. I wish this was bigger. I thought it was going to show up bigger. Originally, when I did it, it was bigger, but
screenshot it or something, y'all.
Yeah, just screenshot this, blow it up a little bit, and you'll get the idea. But that's the top 10. So, what is your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas. I have a few.
Yeah.
You know, I love this time of year, and I love Christmas carols, and of course, the night before Christmas and all that.
Through the house.
I mean, what is Christmas without
in my mind?
What is it? Okay,
Oh,
so it's the only way to sing Silent Night.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then Whitney Houston, her the Little Drummer Boy song, her version, as well as the version that Pentatonics did.
Mm-hmm.
They remastered. They did a duet with her, posthumously, but they did one, and I love it. It's great. You guys should listen to that. So,
yes.
And of course, Now Behold the Lamb is one of my favorites.
Kurt Franklin,
yeah. And oh my gosh, there's so many.
I'm partial to Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
Oh, absolutely.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. The kids, my kids, they high school kids and our kids, they like the Chris Brown version of that song.
Brown version.
But he didn't do a bad job. So.
Yep, I can imagine. Hello out there to Ron Porter. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us here this evening.
Hey,
Darrell, how are you doing? We're praying for you, my brother. Also, Robert Barnes, how you doing, from our radio affiliate out in Birmingham, Alabama. That dude is just doing a lot of stuff. How you doing, my brother? It's good to see you. So thank you for joining us so much. We appreciate it. And make sure that you put your comments. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Yes.
Let us know that.
Hey,
our daughter,
Deji.
Desiree, joining us.
What's up, girl?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Christmas song. What's your favorite Christmas song?
And I love the traditional carols. I do. I love them. Nat King Cole's Chestnuts Roasting.
Yes.
Or the Merry Christmas song.
Absolutely.
Joy to the World, and do you hear what I hear? I love all that. So.
And she's a big Christmas movie kind of buff too, like the Hallmark movies and the Lifetime movies and all of that and all those movies. Don't worry, if you missed any of them, after Christmas is over with, they'll start showing them again probably in March.
They will not.
Yeah. And then after March, they'll say, hey, get ready for Christmas
in July.
And then in September, they'll start showing them again.
Hey, look, there's enough heartache in the world. Those movies are feel good. You know how they're going to end, but you love going through the journey. I love it.
I like the one that you watched yesterday with Duvall Ellis. That was great.
Yeah, that was good.
So anyway, favorite movie, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, there's hands down.
That is my favorite. We just watched that the other day.
It's just unbelievable. Yeah.
What do the lonely do at Christmas? Find the emotions. That's another good
Absolutely.
one. Hopefully the lonely find someone to be with for Christmas.
At Christmas. Absolutely. Tell us about your favorite song, movie. Let us know in the chat, and we will talk about that. But now we got to get to an important topic here. The food of Christmas.
Oh, the food of Christmas.
So, when you go to Christmas parties, some people's houses, things like that, sometimes you really luck up and get some amazing food. Just incredible.
You luck up? Okay.
Depending on where you go. Excuse me. Sometimes you go to people's houses, half the food is really, really good.
Half the food. Okay.
Sometimes you go to people's houses, I ate before I came.
You do like my daughter and sneak out a burger from Chick-fil-A.
She snuck in a chicken sandwich. It was so bad.
From Chick-fil-A. She was like, nope,
I'm not doing this. Nope.
I'm going to eat.
She said, and I quote, No, I forgot. One of y'all said this. Why does the ham look ashy?
It was white.
We thought it was turkey.
Ham should not be white.
We thought it was turkey, but it was white when it was ham.
Ham should not be white. I'm sorry.
So anyway,
so
what food are you looking forward to? Do you have one of those items during Christmas that you just like, ugh, I just don't want to do that anymore? And of course, there is the proverbial discussion about fruitcake.
Gross.
How do you stand with fruitcake? You like it?
It's gross.
How do you like to eat fruitcake?
Throw it in the garbage. That's nasty.
So there is a bakery on the way to Dallas, about halfway in between. I forgot what the name of the city is, but it's called the Collins Street Bakery. And they're really, really known for their cherry icebox cookies. They're known for a lot of their good baked goods. And of course, they sell fruitcakes all over the place. We won't do that right now. But they sell, fruitcakes all over the South. And you see little stands where they have apricot fruitcakes and regular fruitcakes and all of that. But, of course, it depends on if your family likes fruitcakes or not.
Nobody likes fruitcake in the house.
No, not in our house.
No one. No. No one.
So how you doing, Lucinda Taylor? Good to see you. Geraldine Hobson, Geraldine, Jerry, Auntie Jerry.
Hey, Auntie Jerry.
So,
hey, Lucinda.
So do you like fruitcake? Do you like fruitcake?
That's right, Shalonda. Ew. Gross.
Yep. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
She said Jack Frost nipping at your nerves.
Shalonda said fruitcakes?
Fruitcakes in the garbage.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the only way to eat them.
So
you take it out the package and you deposit it in the trash can.
Yeah. Now, I've been told that, some fruitcakes are just delicious.
I don't care.
One gentleman says, the reason that I don't like fruitcake is I ain't had the right one. So I said, but I just don't like fruitcake. He says, no. But mine, you're going to feel real good. And here's why you'll feel real good. He takes all of the fruit, soaks it in bourbon. Then he mixes that into the batter that has bourbon in it, and then takes all of that, bakes it, and then dips the entire cake in bourbon with a bourbon glaze on it.
That is not fruitcake. That is a drunk cake.
That is a drunk cake.
That cake is drunk, and so will you.
And I tell you what, if you go ahead, how you doing, Dad and Aunt B? They are watching from Florida. That's my dad and his sister. How y'all doing? It's great to see y'all. I know y'all having better weather there than we are, that we will.
Hey, Miss Jackson.
How you doing, Vicky? It's good to see you. So how do you like to eat fruitcake? And in his case, a drunk cake, because everything was soaked in bourbon. Yeah, everything.
It's a bourbon drunk cake.
It's a drunk
cake.
That
is no longer fruit.
But I bet you if you eat it.
Obsolete.
Yeah.
You can eat that.
But if you eat it, I bet you'll like that fruitcake because you'll forget all about it. You'll be drunk. You can't even drive home after that. He takes the entire cake and dips it in bourbon.
Yeah.
Takes it back out, sets it on the rack.
But I mean, if you're going to eat fruitcake, that's probably the only way it's tolerable. Because after the first slice, you won't care anymore.
You won't care anymore because you'll be feeling good. You're like, I'll take another slice of that. Sure will. But anyway, so what are your feelings about fruitcake? Let us know. Put it in the chat right here. Let us know about that. Chuck says, being a jazz fan, I love We Free Kings by jazz saxophonist and multi-reed artist, the late Robinson Roland Kirk, who was a native of Columbus, Ohio, and he was blind. Yes. So if you don't know about his story, it's really, really incredible how he was able to read music and overcome a lot of adversities as a blind man. And as a saxophonist. And, when he talks about a multi-reed artist, one of the things that that he was, Rossin was, I think his name was Rossin, if I'm not mistaken. I said Robert. But one of the things that he was able to do is master the oboe, the clarinet, also the, of course, the saxophone, which the tenor, the bari sax, all of that. Very, very good reed artist. So, yeah, I do know a little bit about jazz.
That's right. He loves jazz. He is a jazz buff. So
I do like jazz.
He knows a lot about jazz.
Wynton Marsalis is probably one of my favorite trumpet players. Love Wynton Marsalis. And it's hard to say about saxophone. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, that's several of them.
Oh, man. It's just a lot. But anyway, Vicky said, don't eat fruitcake.
That's right. That's right. Throw it in the garbage.
So what's the vote here? Do you like fruitcake or not?
I hate it.
Make sure you put that in the chat. Let us know right there.
Give me a thumbs down.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you like fruitcake, why? I mean, who makes the best fruitcake? I used to have a thing called Yule bread. My grandmother used to go to a place called Cole's grocery store. My dad don't know what I'm talking about. Dad and Ambi's been up in Wisconsin enough to know what Kohl's was, and we used to get this stuff called Yule bread. So don't judge me.
I'm not.
So Yule bread is basically this cinnamon swirl type of bread. It almost looks like a Vienna loaf bread, and it's like white frosting all over it. And inside there's cinnamon swirl, and there is different types of fruit in there, there's apricots and things like that. Don't judge a mammy. There's raisins and things like that.
That's so mean.
You were looking at me funny. So there's raisins and all that kind of stuff that was in there, and there's frosting and all of that. It was really, really good. You put butter on it. Super, super good. I know you got a lot to say.
I don't have anything to say. I'm gonna call my mama.
Don't call your mama. When I call her mom and I tell her she's doing something to me, you know what she says? Well, that's just the way she is. But when she calls, what'd you do? Just that, it's just not right.
Because I'm the favorite.
Anyway. But anyway, how do you eat fruitcake? Let us know. Put it here in the chat. Of course, if you have a favorite Christmas song, Christmas movie, put that in the chat. But yeah, one person told me about fruitcake. They said they tried it once at a party, but by the time they tried it, they were too drunk to care.
Right, to care. Yeah. Right, yeah.
They said after a couple of...
It's kind of like eggnog.
You kind of either like it or you don't.
You kind of like it or you don't. Yeah. And eggnog can fight me as well.
I like eggnog.
Eggnog is disgusting and gross. Yeah. Everything about it, there is nothing. No.
You don't like eggnog?
It's gross.
I knew she didn't like eggnog.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where when we have Christmas and stuff like that, you say, hey, where's the eggnog?
Yeah, not at our house.
Now, that might be a little bitty carton for
me. Nah. Mm-mm.
For me, I'll take a little carton in there.
It will accidentally disappear.
I like the happy eggnog. Hey, Vicky, you ever had the happy eggnog? It's really good. It's super, super good.
Happy eggnog.
Happy eggnog.
Yeah. Bourbon?
No.
What makes it happy, Santori?
It's touched by Jesus.
I bet it is.
Yeah. Chuck said...
Some kind of spirit. Huh?
Yeah, it is. The spirit of the Lord is here. It's liberty all over that.
There is liberty.
Chuck said, I saw Wynton Marsalis and his group at the 1994 New Orleans Jazz Festival. Yes, absolutely. Wynton is just great. One of the first albums that I got from Wynton Marsalis is when him and his dad, Ellis, it was called The Resolution of Romance, Volume 3. Yes. It was one of the first CDs, I should say, or tapes, cassettes that I got.
Yeah, because you're old. So,
Lyle Shumper joining us, 106.9 in Chicago, Illinois. They are affiliate of the Weekend Praise Party. Lyle, how you doing?
Hi,
you're going to be able to hear some of his music next week on the show, on our Christmas show that he sent me. I did get your music, Lyle. I already loaded it up. It'll be on our station and it'll be on the show this week. So look, can't wait to see that. He's got there was a quartet that he sent. It was really, really good. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Shalonda says, put liquor in it, then offer it.
You won't care.
After a while, you won't care.
Right. I heard that. Yeah. I heard that.
Now we're just being honest about that. Just telling you the truth. The happy eggnog sometimes is very good.
The happy eggnog.
It is touched.
Just make sure you're at home so you can be happy safely.
Speaking of, I'm glad you said that. Can we just say this? If you're going to go to a Christmas party and partake of the spirits that will touch you,
hallelujah.
Make sure that you are not the one driving home.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
I'm just saying. Okay. We want everybody.
Let's not do that. Designator driver.
Yeah, we want somebody to be designated.
Or DD.
Whoever's going to be the designated driver, they need to have Coca-Cola or Cherry Coke or Shirley Temple or a Virgin Mary.
Nice, fresh, clean water.
Clean water. Yeah. Just make sure that they have water. Make the glass really nice, like the pastor's glass or something like that.
Yeah.
But somebody needs to have the keys.
On the side of it.
Yeah, that has the condensation on the side. Yeah.
With the little clean wrap on the top.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that clean wrap.
The clean wrap on top of it.
What happens if somebody forgets the clean wrap on top?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Anybody an usher from usher board number 1?
A good usher or armor bearer would never forget the clean wrap.
What happens if you take the glass? You know how the glass is for the pastor, and you take the water and the orange juice in there.
A wine glass. If you have.
What happens if they forget the clean wrap on?
Clean wrap, and then or be one of those like metal, the Last Supper glass.
The Last Supper glass is true. Yeah. So if you do that, do you get demoted to usher board number 2? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I've never seen it done. So They leave it to the professionals.
All the ushers that I've seen at the Grand Old Church of God in
They're
Christ
gonna have
never
clean
forget
one.
about the clean. I can tell you that. That Spring Lake, between district meetings and state meetings and bishops meetings and all of, there's always clean wrap.
See, a glass without clean wrap.
That's exactly right. Never have I seen that. So y'all want a good usher board? Go by and visit Spring Lake Church of God in Christ in Homer, Louisiana. They get you on right together. Right there on Spring Lake Road off of Highway 9. Sweet look.
Where the pastor is
Superintendent Woodrow Davis. Absolutely. The superintendent of the Haynesville district. So y'all make sure that y'all do that. Well, it's not the Haynesville district anymore because they moved to a different district now.
They don't
care. Anyway, Chuck, he said he saw, this is about Wynton Marsalis. He saw his father Ellis and brother and drummer Jason Marsalis in 1994 as well. Ellis performed with his students at the University of New Orleans at Jazz Fest, which his group was called the Young Lions. That's correct. We call Chuck Chuckopedia for a reason. Not only does he know about sports, but he knows a lot about music.
Yes.
And that's why he's called Chuckopedia around these parts here, because he knows a lot of stuff. Tell us about your favorite movie, Christmas music. Yes, no to eggnog.
Yeah, or fruitcake.
Or fruitcake.
And
let us know.
What are y'all cooking?
And what are y'all cooking?
What are y'all cooking?
So speaking of cooking, we want to share just a few things with you that I've seen, and that one thing that we tasted. Okay, one thing that I do want to taste. And these are just a few things that we saw that people were sharing, or they serve on the menu. Okay, we're gonna start off kind of soft. We're not gonna do anything kind of harsh yet, but there's this one here. This is a chocolate donut. It's a cake donut covered in bacon. The bacon alone makes me want to try this. So this is a chocolate covered donut with bacon. Yummy or yuck?
It's a no, thank you for me.
Is it a yes or a no?
It's a no.
It's a no for you. I am trying that.
Terrible.
Because of the bacon with chocolate, I am trying that.
That looks gross.
I'm so trying that. No. What are your thoughts?
And I'm not the biggest donut fan.
Yes.
I eat one every once in a while. So.
Yes. Donuts are my friend, but not as of late. Yeah. I've had one donut in the last.
That's a no for me.
So it's a no for her, but it's a definite yes for me because it's chocolate and bacon. Two of my favorite things. Yeah. This was put out by Van Leeuwen. This is so real.
I'm just going to say no.
This is the limited edition French ice cream with Grey Poupon and salted pretzels. I kid you not. This is a real thing. All right. Van Leeuwen is the one who did this, and Cato made a dish that made an ice cream. It is an avocado frozen dessert, non-dairy with mint chocolate chip. This is so real. This is it is not Photoshop. I put my hands on it. I tell you where I got it. Walmart. It is at Walmart. Yeah or nay, are you going to try it?
Absolutely not.
Anybody going to try it? No, that is so real.
Thank you.
I saw it in the case and I said, I have to take a picture of it.
Gross. Ew.
Van Leeuwen.
Nasty.
Yes.
No, thank you.
So are you going to try that?
No.
Something on your list?
Are you going to try that?
Moving on to the next thing. Now, this one, both my wife and I had, and we loved it. This is the Oreo bread pudding that is at Log Cabin Smokehouse, which is located in Ruston, Louisiana.
Yes,
I've never had an Oreo bread pudding before.
It was really good.
It looks as good as it. It was incredible.
It was really good. We ate it on our anniversary. Well, our date-iversary.
Let's explain
date-iversary.
Let's explain the date-iversary to everybody. So, December 16th of 1992, I asked this young lady out on a date. We were just going together then. We were passing notes and things.
But we weren't really going together yet.
No, it was just a date. We didn't have cell phones, so we had to do notes.
Yeah, pass. He came to my locker and handed me a note.
I don't know. So we went to this place called McChesney Park Mall in Loves Park, Illinois. McChesney is not as big as it is now. Well, then they had a lot of stores and stuff like that. So I did Christmas shopping.
This is in Illinois.
Illinois.
We were in Beloit, Wisconsin.
Yeah. So you just cross the border like spit and you're in Loves Park. All right. So I said, let's go Christmas shopping. You want to go Christmas shopping with me to McChesney? We did. We had Sabaro's Pizza, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
There. All right.
That was our first meal.
Our first meal together. So didn't think I remember that. Did you? So anyway, so we went there and I said to her, I gotta get you something for Christmas.
And she said, absolutely not.
And I said, but everybody's got to get a gift for Christmas.
No.
It's the way I was raised. She said no. And so she made me fight everything that I was raised for.
It wasn't time yet.
My mama said that you're supposed to get everybody a gift for Christmas. And I was just doing what my mama said.
Yet. But I mean, look how it ended.
Yes, it's going pretty well.
Yeah. So that was 30 years ago.
30 years.
He asked me out 30 years ago Friday.
30 years ago
we've been inseparable since then.
So we had this dish here on our 30th date anniversary. So we celebrate December 16th.
Every year.
Every year, and July 29th, which is our wedding
anniversary.
So
and that's year number 28 coming up.
Yes. So, and then there's a lesson that I want to just kind of get back to it just a little bit about celebration and stuff like that in just a second. But first of all, I'm going to show you this, Jim. I can't even explain it. It is a real thing. I don't know if it's a savory Jello.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know if it's a sweet Jello with savory things in it, but I'm just going to let you see it. This was called the savory appetizer mold. In this mold, and I found out where the recipe was. In this mold, what you see on there, that is kiwi surrounding it. That yellow stuff all around there and in the middle, that is deviled egg yolk all around there and inside the middle. That is what that is. I told you I was going to find out about it. The orange in there is carrots. You see the green olives. Those are stuffed pimento olives. You see peas. There is ham in there. Towards the bottom of those kiwis, you see those little cubes. That's ham down in there. This is real. I kid you not. This is a real appetizer dish that was served. The gray things that you see on top there, you want to know what that is? You want to take a wild guess? Oysters.
No.
Yes. Those are oysters. So you got oysters, you got kiwi around the edges.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
That's deviled egg around there.
Gross.
This is not Photoshop.
Is that ham?
That is ham,
Ew.
carrots, peas, stuffed olives.
What is wrong with people?
That is a real appetizer.
Oh my God. What is wrong with people?
I had to find out about that, and I was like, that can't be real. It's Photoshop.
That is so disgusting.
You eating that or no?
So many. No. Absolutely not.
Oh, man.
Yes. Red flag. Red flag.
Yes. Yes. That's one of our good friends who listens to us and watches us from Africa. Thank you so much.
Terrible.
Yes. Monica, how you doing?
Hey, Monica.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's one of those people that were instrumental in our first date.
Absolutely. She was. There's no doubt.
Getting us together.
So that is what I saw, and I had to check that out. I kid you not. It was real.
That's nasty.
So for those who have just joined us, I'm going to go through those dishes one more time.
There are some foods that just should not go together.
There is this, which is real. You can get it at Walmart.
That is ice cream.
Van Leeuwen limited edition Grey Poupon with salted pretzels, French ice cream, and Cattle Avocado frozen dessert, which is a non-dairy dessert, mint chocolate chip flavor. That is a real thing. It was at Walmart. This is a chocolate-covered bacon cake donut. I will so try that because there's chocolate and bacon on there. No question about that.
Thank you.
I'm trying that.
I'm good.
This is the bread pudding, the Oreo bread pudding that we had at Log Cabin Smokehouse in Ruston, Louisiana. If you want,
my face is a little full because I've been eating.
Man, my gosh! Make sure that you try that. And this is the Jello mold appetizer that they call that, and it is deviled eggs around the edges, deviled egg stuff in the middle that they took out of the eggs and did the stuff with it. Kiwi stuffed olives. That is oysters on top, the gray, what you see, carrots, peas, ham, all in there. I don't know what the Jello is and what's holding it together. I didn't ask because I was done after they gave me just a list of stuff there. That is real, my friends.
That's gross. Like, people are sick.
That is real.
That's sick.
That is real.
That is so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Autumn, yeah.
Vomit worthy. Vomit worthy.
Yeah.
So moving on.
So hello to our friends in Africa who are watching, who are listening. Thank you so much. Chuck, he said Howard University's favorite Grey Poupon and cheese and crackers.
Bourgeoisie.
They would love that ice cream. Yeah.
I guess.
And yes, Miss Moutlong, people actually eat that.
Yes.
I promise you.
Yeah. Not us.
Not us.
Or the people in this chat. But somewhere in the world, somebody eats that.
That is real. Yeah. I kid you not.
Gross.
So I had to find out because I'm a little bit of an investigator, and I was just like, that can't be real. It's photoshopped.
That's gross.
It was not. I got
terrible.
a list of ingredients.
Like, why would you do food like that? Like, don't do that.
You should be arrested.
Yeah. That's a crime.
You should be arrested.
Very much so, cousin. Very much so.
So
gross.
So we know the things that you don't like. And for those who are just now coming on board, we want you to tell us if you do or do not like fruitcake.
They're gross.
Do or don't like eggnog.
Gross.
And then, of course, your favorite Christmas movie, Christmas song.
Yeah.
We've had National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Chuck, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I love that.
I laugh. And it has to be I hate to say this. It has to be the
unedited version. Yeah. I don't hate to say it. It's funny.
It's hilarious. I mean, when he goes off and he talks about Danny Kaye and where's the Tylenol? One of the favorite parts of that movie. It's just incredible. So anyway, what is your favorite Christmas movie, Christmas song, and yay or nay on eggnog and fruitcake? And if you're a yay on fruitcake, why? And where do you get it at? We're not here to judge. We are not judging you. I am not judging you because I like.
I'm not really judging you. Things. I'm just never gonna eat it. Never. No, it's gross. No.
So we have been to some Christmas parties before where there was very good food. People kept it simple with, they had the traditional stuff, the cookies and, all the traditional things, you know what I'm saying? They had meatballs, they had savory items and all this other kind of stuff. Yes. So there were some things that were very, very good. But there were also some things that I've seen that I've been to a couple of Christmas parties with. And it was just like some creamy stuff that was molded in the middle. It was like a ball of cream and
they have these crackers and you're supposed to take it with your hand and I'm not doing that.
I don't know what the cream was.
If I can identify it, I'm not eating it. Okay, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I want to say Nitsaming. I hope I said your name right again. I hope I said that right. But she's one of our great lists. She's a great artist over in Africa. We follow her. She's great. So if you have a chance to go follow her on Facebook, she's very, very talented. And so make sure that you follow her.
Praise Hallelujah.
Yes, the Praise Hallelujah radio show. How y'all doing? What's going on, family? Good to see y'all. So Praise Hallelujah radio show. I don't know if you've done this on your platform, but yay or nay on the fruitcake and the eggnog. Let us know. Autumn says nasty eggnog is nasty. Fruitcake nasty. Yep. Pound. You don't like pound cake?
Some people don't like pound cake. It's a little.
Who hurt you?
It could be dry sometimes.
That means you just had bad pound cake.
Well, people can say that about eggnog and fruitcake.
But wait a minute.
I've tried fruitcake a lot.
Pound cake is a Baptist church staple. There is not one birthday celebration that we had at the Emmanuel Baptist Church where somebody didn't have pound cake.
Fried chicken, pound cake, and green beans.
Oh, no. See, because when you had the refreshments once a month at the Emmanuel Baptist Church, you just had the sweets. That's why I started liking buttermints. So you had somebody made the chocolate cakes and the cookies. You had the.
She said it was dry.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, it was dry. I was gonna say, pound cake is at every Baptist church.
Because when it's dry, it's just not good. It's like you can't. You got. Can I get a little?
It's kind of like eating. We're not going to name the place because I think they're going to be a sponsor. It's kind of like eating one of those biscuits
at a place.
At a place, and you don't have none of those.
Yeah, you better get a drink.
And I saw somebody use the biscuit and put peanut butter on it. I was wondering, dude, you planned on not breathing.
Where do people come from?
Peanut butter. I mean, I was sitting there. I had ordered the food. I'm not going to say the place because again,
Oh, okay.
But they put peanut butter on that biscuit, and they didn't have anything to drink in front of them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
asking for
just to get choked.
Yeah.
You're asking for it. Chuck said, Natchez, Mississippi native, longtime music recording artist Alexander O'Neal. Yes. Christmas song, My Gift to You. I love Alexander O'Neal.
Yeah.
Love some of the slow jams. Yes. Christmas song. This is by Natsemi. Again, I hope I said your name right. Joyful, Joyful by the Pentatonics featuring Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes. Anything featuring Jasmine Sullivan is going to be good because she's amazing.
Nay to the fruitcake and to the eggnogs. I'm not into Christmas movies. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. A lot of people aren't. Either you love them or you hate them. I just happen to love them because, I have reasons.
Let's see. The Praise Hallelujah radio show. Wow, we love eggnog. The fruitcake is great for aesthetics, but it tastes horrible.
Horrible. Yes.
Aesthetics. That's good.
Put it in the middle of the table and just leave it alone. Don't eat it.
That is the best word to describe
Decoration.
why you get a fruitcake.
Decoration.
The aesthetics.
So
I
you can
love
feel that it's Christmas. This is not for eating.
No.
This is for
This
decoration.
is a decoration. It's real food, but it's just to be that. Don't eat that.
Don't eat that.
Nolan, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you, man. Nolan Davis is a great man. He does great things with finance and helping people getting their lives together,
Very
bills,
nice man.
all of that. Yes.
Very nice.
Hopefully you'll be at the River Awards because we want to interview you there.
Yes.
So we just want to talk about that just for a minute. You know, again, I love what the Praise Hallelujah radio show has. That is the word of the year.
Praise Hallelujah.
For fruitcake, the aesthetics.
Aesthetics. I love it. Decoration.
So we're gonna
look at this.
Look. And it looks great. Don't eat it.
It's a centerpiece.
It's a centerpiece. So, but anyway, yeah, there was a Christmas party that I went to, and there was some creamy crap that sat right in the middle of lettuce and crackers all around it. And you just saw people just going by like, oh my gosh, this is great.
If I can't identify and I'm not eating it, if there's too many hands, I'm not eating it. I can't.
No,
I just can't.
Absolutely not. You know, and that's another thing too. You know, we know that we're coming, you know, we're getting back to somewhat normalcy with life and things like that.
Hands. We learned during the pandemic that hands, man, wash and, you know, let's do that.
You are right, ma'am. Fruitcakes, I have not seen one that got rotten. Have you?
No, because they're not for eating.
I think there's like an ingredient away from plastic.
Like McDonald's fries.
But those are addictive and good.
They are, but we probably shouldn't eat them.
Those are so good.
They are very good when they're hot.
Yes. Yeah. You ever had cold McDonald's fries?
Gross.
But when they're hot, they're so addictive. But anyway, yeah, the fruitcakes are just one of those things. I got a fruitcake.
You can re-gift a fruitcake at least 10 times. I bet you fruitcake, like you give somebody a fruitcake and they're going to give it away because they're not going to eat it, and then they're going to give it away. That fruitcake will go through at least 20 hands before it's eaten, I guess.
But if you're going to get a centerpiece, get a fruitcake and put it in the centerpiece. People will know it's Christmas.
And then put a sign in to say, "Do not eat."
Yeah. Well, don't. You know, what if somebody likes it though?
Ew.
Dip it in bourbon. I bet you people will eat it. Where's the alcohol? I'm telling you, this guy said he took a fruitcake because he hated it and he dipped it in bourbon. He brought it back out, put it on a rack.
Take it and squeeze out the bourbon.
And it just kind of just fell all out. All of the fruit was emascerated in bourbon. And then there was a bourbon glaze on it. So when you cut into it, it was super moist.
I bet. It was solid bourbon.
And people were like, that's fruitcake? Oh my gosh, it's so good. And after people ate the whole fruitcake, they was like, I'm so warm.
I bet you were.
Excuse me. But anyway, bourbon. I think that was the key. He said that's the secret to all fruitcake.
Yes. Put it in
bourbon and people
pot
eat
of liquor, and then people eat it.
Let's see. My mom and dad had 12 kids, and my dad was the only person that would eat it.
That's
he loved fruitcake. Yeah.
1 out of 12.
Yeah. About 1 out of 12. So now we have our stat of the day. 1 out of 12 people eats fruitcake. Thank you for our stat of the day, sponsored by the Praise Hallelujah radio show.
Oh.
And put your information in there too.
It's Christmas Ain't Christmas by the OJ. Is that the one? Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one you love. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I like that one.
The Christmas movie expert.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love him.
I have never seen, what was the movie? Hey, hi, Roxy. I've never seen that movie before. I've never seen that movie all the way through before. What is the name of that movie? It's a Wonderful Life. Never seen that movie all the way through.
Who was Roxy?
And then what that dude said, hey, what is that movie with the James Stewart? I think it was.
Yeah, the angel's name is Clarence. Oh, his name was George Bailey.
I've never seen that movie all the way through. Anyway, never. I've never seen that movie all the way through. But I have seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
All the way through. From the start
several times.
Several times. And we'll watch it several times.
Hurt myself laughing. So anyway, your favorite dish, eggnog, yes, no. Fruitcake, yes, no. And of course, what you're looking forward to, your favorite movie, your favorite song, all that kind of stuff. Great Christmas memories. So you can let us know about that. So next week is Christmas. We will not be here. We'll be in the frozen tundra.
Literally. It's gonna be frozen.
Y'all got to pray for us because
See, here's the thing.
we almost zoomed Christmas this year.
We did. We're from there.
Yes. Grew up there. 18 years. I grew up in Beloit.
And I grew up in the Midwest, mostly in Beloit.
Yeah.
After we settled there.
Yeah.
We're from there, but you guys understand.
Talk slow.
We have lived in Louisiana
Many years.
for 28 years. We've been here much longer than we lived up north.
Y'all.
We are Southerners, okay?
So
that kind of weather.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's just now getting cold. It was hot in October.
Yeah.
It was hot in November. It was hot.
Yeah.
I'm talking 80 degrees.
It was just in the 80s with last week.
Yes. Yeah. So, oh, you're from Chicago. Yeah, we're not too far from Chicago. About an hour and a half.
70 miles.
Yeah.
70 miles.
About an hour.
Yeah.
Depending on the speed limit.
Yeah. We go to this place called the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Nolan.
Yes. I have a very good soror cousin that's up there.
Yep. So at the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Nolan, we go because that is where the great popcorn is there. Garrett's. So we go there. That's where you go to Garrett's.
Go get our Garrett's.
It's closer than it's closer than going to the north side over there on Nuts on Clark. So it's closer.
Shalonda said, "I will never be used to the north weather." Period. He said he used to work there.
Really?
Nice.
Yes. So for those who have never known this before, there's a world famous. First of all, I used to eat Nuts on Clark. I used to have their cheese popcorn.
Pretty good too.
That's very good. So I went to O'Hare and I had Nuts on Clark, and I thought that was the end all be all for cheese popcorn. I am a cheese popcorn fanatic, right? Then I went to Garrett's, and when I went to Garrett's, it touched my soul, Nolan. I mean, it makes you speak in a new tongue.
So good. The kids love it.
I mean,
oh my God, they ask every year, "We're going to Chicago."
It is incredible.
Yes.
So I was just like, well, how can I get Garrett's? Because it's up there and we're down here. And of course, you can have it shipped to you.
Yes.
So I went to Dallas. And while I was hearing this gentleman cuss out the Frontier Airlines agent, and this one guy and his girlfriend, they told them that their luggage would no longer be on Spirit Airlines because they didn't pay for it. So when I was hearing that, Garrett's is just down the hall. They have a Garrett's in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. Yeah. I was just like, oh my God. This is a call.
There's nothing like that one up there.
I mean, it is incredible. So I tasted, I ate it, and it was great. So yes. So
Autumn said, "I'm still here in Illinois, Wisconsin, and still not used to the cold or snow."
Yeah.
Yep. Never moving back. Love y'all. I love y'all. I do. And this is not to poo-poo on Wisconsin. It's a beautiful state.
I love it.
It's a beautiful state. It really is. And it's and so is Illinois. I was born there, raised, primarily in Wisconsin. But never. It's going to take a lot of zeros.
And I just want y'all to know that what we say is factual and true. Y'all think we lying when we tell y'all.
Oh no, it's going to be cold. And here's the thing, like it wasn't this cold last year. It was cold.
Yeah.
But it wasn't this cold.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go buy coats.
Yeah.
We're going to go and buy everybody coats because we have nothing that's going to even like halfway protect us from this weather. Look, there's nothing. We have nothing.
The wind. First of all, we just want to tell y'all that first of all, when we were I was on the way taking her to work. We love our time when I take her to work every morning because
it's about a 40-minute drive.
About a 40-minute drive. And she said, it's going to be really cold when we get home. And I don't want to know that right now. But and you know what? That right there, what you see circled. So this was as of what, Friday? Right there.
That was as of yesterday.
Thursday the 22nd, 10 degrees the high, -4 the low. On Friday, 6 the high, -4 the low. On Christmas Eve, 10 degrees is the high, 0 is the low.
It did warm up.
The day we leave, the day before we leave, 17 is the high, heat wave. 9 degrees the low.
That may change. That may change.
saying.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this, man.
He said she said she's freezing just listening.
I'm not kidding you. It's like when you wear
it's cold and I don't like it.
No.
Okay.
no.
I'm having panic attacks thinking
Yeah.
about when that cold. My poor little boy. Oh my gosh. I feel so sorry for him because he's as big as a minute, and that wind's gonna cut right through him.
It's kind of like this.
I got to get my baby some long johns.
I had a coat when I went home. We went home one year, and it was like in the 40s or 50s here. And then all of a sudden, when we got home, we got to my dad's house. It was 9 degrees. The coat that I had on, the wind said,
like,
are
really?
you serious?
Are you talking about when Gummy was little? Yeah, and it freak snowstorm decided to come through, and we couldn't get in the driveway.
Let's address that. So I get to my dad's house. It is snowing hard. So we're driving from Rockford. A normal 18-minute drive took almost an hour. It was a blizzard.
It was a blizzard.
Drove up in my dad's driveway. Couldn't get in because there was too much snow.
Ozzy said that's well digger cold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It sure is.
So guess what? I had on dress shoe loafers and slacks.
He did.
It was 29 degrees outside.
He did. And we had a baby. Our
Yeah.
son was a baby. So I had to stay in the car
Yeah.
with the baby.
See, I didn't.
Somebody had to hold the baby. And I'm his mother.
That baby was asleep.
And I hadn't long since given birth. So I had to stay in there. Otherwise, I could have had a relapse.
That
baby was not, well, he was asleep. He was snoring.
He was up. And I'm going to tell you why I know he was asleep and in the back seat. You want to know why?
No, I had him. I was
holding him. You know what? You know what she was doing?
I was filming him and laughing.
Because I was trying to shovel snow.
Absolutely. I was not going to not film that.
So I'm trying to shovel snow in dress shoe loafers and slacks. And it's flying everywhere.
and then Frank comes out with the snowblower. Like,
saves the day.
Father-in-law saves the day.
Oh.
It was amazing.
Oh.
I know, right, Autumn? He will never forgive me for that. But hey, man.
How am I supposed to let that go? Hey. She was filming me. And look, everybody saw it.
Do you hear me?
My boss was here at the radio station at that time. Him and his wife were on there. And Gary says, and look at poor Sid. He's shoveling. And now he's showing it to people who don't have Facebook. Look at poor Sid. He's shoveling snow. Everybody's making fun of him.
His dad just walks out of the garage and he's looking at the son like, really?
I didn't even know he was at home.
They just sitting there watching. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life.
I bet you it's on Facebook somewhere.
It is. I'm gonna repost it. Y'all just watch out.
You are not gonna repost that. It'd be your friends. It'd be your own wife. Autumn says it. Yes, it will be below zero when we get there.
Yeah. Autumn, can you just let us be great, please?
The timing, she says she's freezing just listening to us. We're gonna put some of these comments up here. So here's the thing. She lives in Africa. What's the low temperature that you guys see there where you live at?
Because in what country? First, give us your country that you live in Africa.
Region, where's that?
And then tell us how cold or how warm does it get?
In the wintertime, in December. Yeah.
This time of the year. See, in Louisiana, today it was what, 60?
No, I think got 55.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah.
This is what I wore.
If she wears that at home, the wind is gonna be like, oh, we got another one.
We got a live one.
Chuckina says Linus and Lucy, played by pianist Vince Giraldi from Charlie Brown Christmas, along with other jazz songs he did for the show. Brown. So if I'm not mistaken, when he was alive, it was early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken, in the teens and the 20s when he was alive. And of course, he did the soundtrack for It's a Christmas, Great Christmas, Charlie Brown, and the Great Pumpkin thing, all of that kind of stuff. And a lot of people, they take that and they, put it towards Charlie Brown, but all this stuff was great jazz music that he came up with a long time ago. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, Shalonda said, "Shut up, Autumn."
Because she's talking about it's going to change. We don't care.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, it blows me when we get here.
Mm.
I can't let it go. It's just,
Oh.
yeah. I did look at him funny. Look at her funny. You doggone right, I did. You know how cold that is. Oh. Let's see. Shalonda says, "I do this every year we go. As soon as I get there."
She does.
So Shalonda would call.
No, this time she don't have to call us because she's staying with us this year.
Yes.
She's like, no.
She said, "We are staying with. I'm staying with you."
Staying with you.
They're like, "Cool, you know, come on, whatever."
Absolutely, but still,
It's funny. We
gonna
play.
Knock on our room door. Y'all ready to go yet?
Yeah. The next day.
Like, Shalonda, we just got here. Can we at least relax from the drive?
Yeah. So check this out. So Shalonda, I think we're maybe a few years back, we were at home and we had been there less than 24 hours. I kid you not. So we were in Beloit. We were going to see my dad. This is before he goes down to Florida every year for the winter. And all of a sudden, Shalonda calls me and she says, "Saying, I'm ready to go. When we want to leave." I said, "We got here yesterday."
She's like, "It's cold.
It's cold. I'm ready to go." I said, "Girl,
I don't like it.
We are not going to it." So
look, you don't understand, y'all. Louisiana weather, like, okay, when it's bad, you know, tornadoes, hurricanes, and
which
all
we just
that,
had tornadoes in Farmville.
But we have a lot of really, really beautiful days here. Really.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps us here.
Oh.
Because we like it, okay?
She said, and she's in South Africa. We never go below 0. And I'm from one of the coldest towns in South Africa. And the coldest we get is about 9 degrees. That's the coldest that they get.
That's the coldest that they get.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cold.
That's pretty cold.
That's pretty cold. Yeah.
We want to come to South Africa.
Yes.
All right. We want to come there. And here's one of the reasons we want to come. There's a great music, but there's a gospel festival down there that I think Benjamin Dubé is a part of.
I love him.
He is incredible.
Oh, I love him in that choir. They sound so amazing to me. Like they just, I don't know. I get emotional when I listen to them. They sound so. If you haven't heard Benjamin Dubé, y'all, please look. They are amazing. Their tone, their harmony, the way their voices meld together, their arrangements of their songs. I just love them.
Yeah,
I love them.
There's one. I mean, he's got like world-class singers that are with him.
Yes.
And it's called Spirit of Praise. That's right.
She's in the. Oh my gosh.
You are in the Spirit of Praise. Oh, look.
I love y'all.
It is incredible.
Y'all, I'm a singer. I grew up in a singing family, and y'all just, oh my goodness. They are amazing.
You got to tell us how we can, 2 things, how we can get in contact with Benjamin Dubé, and how we can get to Spirit of Praise.
Yeah. Like, get over there.
Because we would definitely come there to Spirit of Praise.
Man.
As a matter of fact, BT one year showed Spirit of Praise down there.
Yes.
And it was incredible. He's had Jacqueline Carr come there.
They're amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all, seriously, if y'all haven't heard them, look them up.
Yeah.
Benjamin Dubé.
It's incredible.
Spirit of Praise. They are great.
And he has singers from all over the world. I would say Benjamin Dubé is to that country what
Kirk Franklin is here.
Well, Kirk Franklin and Richard Smallwood is here.
It's kind of a male. Yeah.
Because he has just Mahalia Buchanan. I think he was one of the background singers, and there was a few other folks that I saw there.
They have some of the cleanest, you can harmonize, but there could be noise or interference. Singers know what I'm talking about, but the interference in the harmony, you can hear the noise because the voices aren't exactly melding together. With that choir, there is hardly any interference. Yes. Like, it's so clean. I mean, that's amazing. Yes. That is so hard to do because we're all individuals and God gave us all unique voices, and it's hard to get those tones to just be one.
Girl, you better teach.
Oh man, amazing.
There's a song that's
I love it. I mean, it goes down to my soul whenever, like, it's so good.
Oh, he's had Micah Stampley over there, Spirit of Praise. I mean, just incredible.
Micah Stampley's from here.
And probably one of my favorite songs that they did, of course, Do It Lord, that he had with Jacqueline Carr was great.
Yes.
But he's got world-class singers from everywhere.
I just love their music.
And if you're in their choir, girl, look, she's in their choir. She can sing.
She can sing. She knows
because ain't no punks up in that choir.
No.
And let me tell you, they got one of the baddest bass players.
That is so good to know.
And she said, "Hit me up, I'll make a plan."
That's amazing. I am honored That's amazing.
Man, that is incredible.
You tell Mr. Dubé he is amazing.
Yes.
And he has some fans over here in America.
I started playing his music, and there was somebody that calls, where you find that music at? And I said, this dude is Benjamin Dubé from South Africa.
Oh,
so man. I was the first one to play it here in this state. So
yes, I love it.
So we're definitely going to do that.
I want to go to Africa for obvious reasons. I, don't know where our bloodline comes from, but it would be nice to visit some countries in Africa just to see,
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about, we always have a lesson in the midst of everything when we kind of talk about things. And of course, we want to make sure that, people are, that you're taking care of one another. You're checking on one another for Christmas and the holidays and things like that. And you don't know how long we have on this earth. There's no question about that. And, we have a lot of fun. We talk about a lot of things on here. We got a crazy family. We're going to tell you a story about
crazy
McDonald's.
Crazy loving family.
Yeah, but anyway. But one of the things that we do want to let you know about is this. During this holiday season, it is important that, just because people may look like they got a lot of money or look like they may be extremely happy or look like they got a lot going on and they're doing a lot of great things, you don't know what's going on the inside.
Yeah.
So it is so important to keep sharing positive thoughts with people and give them, just say, hey, how you doing today? What's going on? Just to share a positive thought with people because, look, we just saw Tretch, I think his name. Twitch from
Steven Twitch Boss.
Yeah.
Twitch was his nickname.
Yeah,
He's a dancer.
People look 24 hours before he passed. He was dancing and all that. And he was like, how could he do this?
He did a TikTok with his wife and beautiful family. Oh my
absolutely.
Goodness. And I don't know. It was hurtful because I've been following him and watching his career. He was very inspirational, and it was just during the pandemic, he was one of those people. He brought joy. Him and his family, their dances, and then when he was on Ellen and that whole thing, and it was just great. And to know that he had those internal struggles, which hey, I've been transparent. Like I have those struggles. I have them, and so I don't know. I just want people to know that it's easier than you think to make a decision like that when you're in a certain mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so my heart goes out to his family because sometimes when you feel like there's no hope, there's just no hope.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like there's no way out. There's just no way out, So it's, y'all, if you're feeling hurt, if you feeling lonely, feeling sad, whatever, y'all reach out to someone.
Yeah.
Reach
Make sure that you do that. So our lesson today is just, if we say that we love God, if we say that, one of the things that it talks about is how can you say you love me, which you've never seen, but you hate your neighbor and you won't say hi to them. So you want to make sure that you're doing your part to encourage people. This is the season of giving, not receiving. Giving is not just of your finances or gifts and things like that, but also
give
your
of
time.
your spirit, give of your time.
Mm-hmm.
Give a hug. I hugged so many coworkers
mm-hmm.
this week just because everybody was just so grateful for one another. I send text messages. I said, DMs and hey, what's up? How you doing? God bless you. Thank you for being an inspiration to me. I look up to you. You got to let people know because time is so short.
It is. It is. So make sure you do your part in communicating with people and letting them know that you love them and you're thinking about them. You care about them. And, walk down this road with me just for a second. Your words of encouragement, your words of hope, your words of just kindness can take a person's mind from there's no one on this earth that cares or understands to wow, there was somebody that was just nice to me.
Saw me. Yeah.
For no reason. Yeah. But just to be nice, just to be kind. And you never know what your words can do to encourage and help a person who may be going through, especially this time of year.
Yes, y'all.
Especially this time of
year. It's not about sometimes when people reach out, we always want to think the worst.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not about money. Maybe they just need some compassion. Maybe they're just hurting and they need some kind of laughter. Maybe you just never know. If you don't want to drop off a good meal.
Yeah.
Eating can make you feel good. Sharing a meal with somebody, laughing, bonding, just giving that time. that can go a long ways.
Yeah. And and here's the other thing too. And and I'm not trying to, when I say this, I come from a place of love. We can be on the saving mission in church on Sunday, but are you doing your Monday mission? Are you doing your Tuesday thanking God?
Yeah.
Are you doing something after Sunday, after you get done shouting and jumping all over the pews and stuff like that? Are you doing something after Sunday to help people get to Monday, and then from Monday to Tuesday? Because it's great from the four walls of the sanctuary that you're sharing all of that stuff with, but it's not the people in the sanctuary that need the encouragement and help and love and support.
Yep.
People need to know God that are outside the four walls.
Yep.
And they need to know the love of God. But if they can see it within us, then they know that there's a God.
That's right.
They can learn that.
I remember being in school, wishing people had seen me and all of that, you all, and that was a struggle. So now as a teacher, when I see a baby with her head down, hey, beautiful, why your head down? What's wrong? Give Miss Black a hug, or hey, you want something? Or I try to make them laugh or something, because you could bring a kid, back up just for a kind gesture. Like, I'm in this thing to help. I know I'm smart. You got to tell me that. But I'm in this thing. I'm just kidding. I'm in this thing to help people live. Give from one day to another. Help a kid know that there is hope.
Oh yeah.
So.
Aretha Snowden, Miss Snowden, how you doing? Good to see you, Aretha.
Hey, Miss Aretha. I sat next to her at the championship game.
Yes.
She made me laugh. She was so funny.
Chuck said exactly. Are people doing work away from their churches after the sermons? Yeah. And that's what.
And that doesn't mean you have to go door. If you're not a door-to-door person, then don't go door-to-door.
Right.
If I'm gonna sit here and send this text message because I don't, interaction. Send your text message.
Yep. And look, I'm that kind of person.
If you want to write a letter and mail that bad boy, do that.
They do have stamps.
It does work. They do still work.
I'm the type of person where if God moves me to send a message to somebody on Facebook, I will send it. And at the moment, and I'm being completely honest with you, okay? She'll tell you. I will just say, hey, just thinking about you. God bless you.
Yes.
How's everything going?
Yes.
Because my thing is, if you're going to be on my Facebook page and I can't send you a message of encouragement, I don't need to have you on my page. Because at that point,
not every DM is a DM, y'all. Let's just get out that mindset.
Yeah, get out the mindset. And so
sometimes people are just trying to encourage you and look out and, hey, hadn't heard from you all. I hope all is well,
Yeah.
But if you can do that, if you can show kindness somewhere, I like this statement here. I do not want to mess up her name because she's famous and I like her now. But I'm just kidding.
I think Nitsaming.
Okay.
I think
lack of giving is lack of faith.
Talk slow, girl. Okay? Talk slow.
But it's so true. If you can't give, how do you have faith?
Yes.
If you can't give when you're hurting, and that's the time I give the most. I don't understand because it makes me feel better about myself.
Absolutely.
It makes me want to keep living when I see the person's reaction. You know what I mean? So
Chuck said the pandemic has brought about alternative routes of reaching
Amen. So there's no excuse.
Yep.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
I would just say that. Just, let's just do our part in doing that. And, look, my grandmother was one of the sweetest souls that you could ever meet. I loved her.
Love her.
Cynthia was just one of those people that, she was going to help people and hated if you gave something to her.
Oh, no, she didn't like to be given to. But she loved what we could give to her was what we gave to her. And that was coming around, bringing the kids and let her talk with those babies. And she loved that.
I miss her so much. She's a
sweet lady.
Yeah, she was just an incredible soul.
Very incredible lady. And I think that God gave her the gift of being able to go when she wanted to go
and how she wanted to go. Yeah.
And I think that's amazing.
And then, I think about my grandparents, my dad's folks in Tennessee. My grandfather, I will never forget this. So I was a little kid. I was probably about 8 or 9, probably around my son's age. And there was a guy who drove up in a fancy car who, I think he was a vice president of banking. He said, Mr. Neal, that's my grandfather's name, Neal.
Cornelius.
Says, I have a problem. He said, all right, come on up. He sat on the porch. He sent me in the house. He talked it over. And after he talked it over and he went back to his truck, him and the guy drove off somewhere. I don't know where it was. In his truck, they came back and Mr. Neal, I thank you so much. That was just one example. All right. Then there was a guy who, was a little rough around the edges. Man, Mr. Neal, I'm in trouble, man. All right. Come up on the porch, sat down, sent me in the house. This time he took me with him. So he took the young man, me, I was sitting in the middle, and we got in this truck and we went to some office building. I think it was a lawyer's office or somebody he knew. And after that, the young man said, "Man, I thank you, man. I appreciate it." Because that's the kind of person my grandfather was. You can be rich, you can be poor, you can be in trouble, whatever. He did not see that. He saw helping people.
Yes.
Same way my grandmother was, Gertrude, just an amazing soul.
Was.
And so just incredible the way that she gave of her time and told you how she loved God and would help people. And look, she didn't care whose son or daughter you were. You clowned, you was gonna get it. I'm here to tell you, because there was a few folks around the neighborhood like, I know your people, they just down the street. Now, if you come around here carrying on again, I'm gonna send you home crying. She didn't play. But people loved them because they were just like that. They loved my grandmother Cynthia because she was just a kind soul. So just do that. Let that light shine. Just
y'all.
Do your part.
And it's okay. You just never know who you're gonna help. So do us, even if it's small, do something.
Yeah, be kind.
I challenge you. Be kind. Do something.
Be kind.
Show some love.
All right. So look, that's the lesson for today. We try to just give you a little something before we go. We got to get my niece to work here in about an hour. So we're going to kind of wrap things up here. But before we do, we're going to review. All right.
Please don't put that back.
Oh, are you kidding? First of all, I wanted to share this. I want to thank Governor Edwards. That's Governor John Bel Edwards of the state of Louisiana.
The state of Louisiana.
Yep. He came by and he spoke with us on our Grambling Sports Radio Network during the Bayou Classic. I want to thank him so much for coming by and doing an interview. Of course, he's a term limited, and of course, that's during Bayou Classic. And that's my nephew on the left, daughter on the right, working hard during the Bayou Classic.
Yes, as part of the Bayou Classic staff. And those two children, especially that girl of ours.
Yes.
She's been working her butt off for a long time.
Yes. So proud of her.
I know it's success written all over.
And she's got passes to go places I can't.
Yeah, she's high level.
Yeah. I'm just low level. And of course, our son for being student of the month.
Hey, Gummy. It's my gummy bear.
So proud of him. He was student of the month. He got his candy bag and got a certificate.
He did. So happy. He was so happy you all.
Yep. Had a chance to go and decorate cookies with him as a part of the student of the month program. And so I want to thank the staff over there at Glenview and everybody for
thank
just
you,
all
Glenview.
They do. All right. All right. So just a review real fast as we keep on going. Just some Christmas music to share with you. Terry McConnell. Make sure that you go by and get that Joy to the World. Let me take this down here just for a second so you can see. Make sure you download all the music that you see. Marcus Jordan, great music. I love Christmas. Next week on the Weekend Praise Party, we will have an all Christmas show. She will be a part of it. She's going to get to choose a lot of the music. She's going to choose more music for the show.
If you hear a couple Whitney Houston songs, hey, don't get, and CeCe Winans, don't, hey. Okay.
She's going to choose almost all the music.
And if Fantasia got some Christmas music, she's probably going to be on there too.
I'm afraid.
For obvious reasons. Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second. Do you hear what I hear with Lisa Bellamy featuring William Fluker, who is a great trumpet player? Make sure that you download that. Brandon Camphor and One Way, they've got a great new album out now. And of course, don't forget that Brent Jones is going to be on tour starting in 2023. He'll be in St. Louis, he'll be in Austin, he'll be in Arlington, he'll be all over the country. Jackson, Mississippi, for those in the South. I'm not going to put up that list because it's just too small and I want to hurt your eyes. Don't forget about Samuel Brown Jr. featuring E.C. Frost III, Little Baby Jesus. Download that. Brenda Jefferson, she's got a great song out featuring Stephen Hurd, who has been in gospel for a long time. Lamb of God is the name of that song. And Christmas with the Bars, Bishop Frederick and Dr. Erica Barr. Make sure that you download that as well. That's all the music. Excuse me. So, the reason why I'm coughing. Okay. So, I had COVID.
COVID got him. Finally.
I had been around and all of that.
The great city of New Orleans.
Got me. So about a day and a half, didn't feel too hot.
Oh no, it was more than a day and a half.
2 days.
Well, it was like 3 days. Santoria.
She only exaggerates.
No, you under exaggerate.
About 2 days.
Sir.
About 2 days, I really felt better.
Sir.
Yeah. The pain, stuff like that. So this is just the inflammation and things like that. That is from that. I am negative, so I'm not going around infecting people and all that kind of stuff.
He's negative.
So it's, going through that, you think about how blessed you really are, because there's a lot of people who may not have, for one reason or another, didn't get vaccinated or didn't make it.
Thank you, Shalonda.
So
thank you. For a few days, but he made himself get up because he's stubborn.
I'm determined.
He did not feel well for like a good 3-4 days. And then after that, it was just kind of like gradually
I'm determined. That's what that is. Determined to God. Determined to God. That's what it is. Hey. So when you determine, you got to get up. So anyway, one of the things that is real is COVID is real. It's one of those things that when you get it, you do your best to keep moving, keep going. Take your meds. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to say, hey, I don't feel well.
Yes.
Whatever the case is, because it's not just the COVID. But
he was afraid. He went about a day or so before we forced him to take the COVID test. Mm-hmm. I made him take 2 of them because I knew he wouldn't believe the first one. It lit up like a Christmas tree, like right away. But and so did the second one because he had COVID.
So I was positive for about 4 days or so. Took another test and was negative, 2 tests negative. So I was very, very happy about that.
Yes.
But the other thing
actually you took 3 because when you went to the doctor, they gave you 1.
They gave me 1 too. So, but what I will tell you is, I thank God for protecting me. There's still, some effects there. And then, even after I was negative for a good 4 days, I could not taste or smell well. Yeah. And I'm just going to tell you something. I knew that I still had the effects because I think it was last Monday, when I dropped my wife off from work, I hug her every day. Yes. And I said, I couldn't smell my hugs because I hug my wife and I smell my hugs.
I smell amazing.
It's amazing. So that's how I knew I was just like, so
it's okay.
So I went about 3 or 4 days where I couldn't smell the hugs of my wife, And so finally, when I was like, hey, I can taste and I can smell. It was amazing. You don't know,
Yeah.
You miss it until it's gone.
Yes. Praise the Lord. He is better. Thank God for that.
Yep. So yes, I'm very happy and thank my family and my daughter Geraldine. She brought me one of my favorite soups from Chick-fil-A.
No, she didn't deliver it.
She didn't deliver it.
She avoided him like the plague.
Yes, but she did get me soup. One of my favorite soups, chicken enchilada soup from Chick-fil-A, and she brought that to me, and so I was very happy. Chuck says, Backdoor Santa by Clarence Carter from 1968, which Run DMC sampled in Christmas and Hollis. They sure did. Yep. So you know the song. Absolutely. So, but yeah, thank you for those. No, I did not go on social media and put a bunch of posts up and things like that. And here's why. Okay. and I know some people says, why didn't you put things out? How come you? Here's why. So sometimes God just tells you in order to heal, you need the people who are the closest to you.
Yes.
To be right here. Yes. And to be here.
And he had people to take care of him, and we took care of him.
Yeah. And so sometimes what happens is that you don't get well because you have a lot of different people.
Well,
and we ask people for prayers.
He's a busy man. He's a busy man, and he's a known man. And so people, hear that he's sick. They want to reach out and call. And I
understand.
The man needed rest. And so, that's what we did. We made him rest because COVID is serious, especially with, he's had a heart attack and
I got nerve allergies, asthma.
Yes, this things, we have to make sure he gets rest.
Yep.
This is my 30-year partner right here.
Yes.
That's all I got.
And the other thing is that when I was in the hospital, there was a great lesson that I learned when I did have my heart attack. And God spoke to me through my wife and just said, look, this time I don't need you to put anything on social media. I don't need a whole bunch of people calling you. I need you to keep your line free for your help me in order to communicate with you, because that's going to be the most important thing, because it was a scary time.
During COVID, and I couldn't be there with them.
Yeah, and when the doctor tells you, hey, if you get COVID, you're going to die. That's basically what my doctors told me. So I didn't want that to happen, and it was at the height of COVID. It was April of 2020, I think. Mm-hmm. And so, I did what God told me to do. And my wife, she says, look, I don't want you calling a lot of people. I don't want you answering that phone. I don't want you texting a lot of people, telling them what's going on. Let me be your voice. And that's exactly what I did. And because of that, and Ossie's on here, and I'm glad he's on here, there was an important test that I needed. And had I not taken that test, I would have not seen some of the things that the doctor needed to see, which was so important.
Yes.
And so just think if I'd have had too many voices in my
the procedure you needed to have.
Yeah, it's a procedure I needed to have. So if I'd had too many voices saying, no, you don't need to do that. You won't get that COVID if you do that. No, you don't need to do that. Well, they would have not been able to treat me the way that they did. I was on about 15 medications when I came out of the hospital.
Yes.
15 medications.
And
God,
if he
it's-
missed one, he didn't feel well. It was like
It was tough.
It was tough. It was a tough time, but you know, we're better.
Yeah. And now I'm halfway off of all the medications that I was on.
Yeah.
And I was on a water pill. I was on a 3, 4.
A lot of pills.
Jesus.
A lot of pills.
Good
So,
Lord.
I think Ava's on. Hey, bestie.
How you doing, Ava? Good to see you. So anyway, yeah. So Shalonda said she thought she had it for a little while.
Yeah.
She took 3 tests and they said they were all negative. She didn't have it.
She didn't have it.
Yes.
I had the flu.
Yes. You got to get your checkups. You're right, Jeff. You do have to get your checkups. And so that is so important that you do that. So
I'm due for one myself.
Yes. And I'm going to go back to the doctor and get a checkup because it is important that we do that as men. Not only just a physical checkup, but a mental checkup as well. And while we're on this, I want to say something about Juan Baxter, him and his wife, Kayla. Every Wednesday, he texts a large group of men. It's Wellness Wednesday. And he says, hey, it's Wellness Wednesday. What's going on, brothers? How are y'all doing? Talk to us. Talk to me. He's a great psychologist. Him and his wife, Kayla, are just tremendous therapists. And he does so much in order to encourage people. And so those are some of the best people that you can have is those who are just reaching out for no reason. Hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Mm-hmm. And so I just want to give a shout out to Juan Baxter and his wife, Kayla.
Yes.
Not only are they great radio hosts, they have radio shows, they're great promoters and all that, but just great therapists as
well.
Those Baxters. So if you ever have a chance to follow them, go on their page, hashtag those Baxters. They are just incredible people. And they care genuinely. So just want to give a shout out to them because they just they've done a lot of great things to help people. So
right.
Chuck says I've had a colonoscopy scheduled for next month. Hey, look.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Schedule your appointments, fellas. Do what you got to do.
Go see a doctor.
I'm all right. I just put a little mustard and dirt on it. I'm good. Do what you got to do. Yes.
Do what you have to do. Go see a doctor.
Yes,
please.
COVID is scary and it touched every part of this world.
It did.
Everywhere.
And we should take it seriously.
Take it seriously. So, But anyway, we want to thank y'all so much for being a part of this. Look, I'm speaking this right now. Our family, we are going to go to South Africa.
I want to go to South Africa.
We're going to be on Emirates.
I want to go.
I'm going to be on the A380 from Emirates. I'm going to sit in their first class suite from it. I'm just speaking it. I've seen this on Sam Chewy's page, and I want to be on Emirates. Flying from one side of the world to the other, enjoying the great ministries.
Absolutely.
And so I cannot wait.
Yeah, mustard and dirt.
Absolutely.
Put a little mustard and dirt.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, when
I'm all right.
I'm good. I'm good. A little mustard, a little dirt. You're fine.
Yes, we're coming to get her now.
At 6:00. Yes, we're gonna...
She lives literally 30 seconds. She works.
She can walk from the house. She can walk a minute and be there. But it's cold, so we're gonna take her. Yeah. So anyway, Shalana, what are you cooking tonight? By the way, just wanted to see.
No, you know what? I kind of want some rice.
Like fried rice, white rice, brown rice, wild rice.
I eat all the rices.
They should invest in a rice farm because they're just
I grew up on them.
When there's no rice in our house, there's a problem. Y'all don't understand. There's no rice in there, there's a problem.
Yes.
2 things that there better be something in our house. Right? 3: rice, eggs, and water. Now, my daughter Desiree hates eggs, but that's another story.
Everybody else loves eggs and milk and cereal. You forgot those.
Milk and Jesus Christ.
The teenagers love their milk and cereal.
Yeah, well, why are you messing around with milk and cereal? That's the goat.
It is. And we have several boxes in the house because it's a lot of people.
Yes. Just a reminder, that is the Oreo bread pudding from Log Cabin Smokehouse in Russell,
in town. Check it out.
You got to try it. It is incredible.
So good.
That is the chocolate bacon covered cake donuts.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Man.
I'm going to pause.
I am not.
I'm going to pause on that.
Now, don't tell my cardiologist.
I'm going to call Dr. George.
Snitches get stitches. But
that is so, oh my God. You are so mean today.
That donut looks so good.
Skippy Pat.
That looks so good.
It's gross.
This is at Walmart. The grape.
Because my thing is, when I want ice cream, I'm not eating that. I'm not doing that. That is so. Oh my God! Just no.
It was in the frozen food section.
It's no.
So for those of you who thought that this is a lie, this is a
I'm
truth.
not doing that. I want ice cream.
This is ice cream.
An abomination.
And look, for those who do not like dairy, the Cotto avocado frozen dessert is non-dairy, mint chocolate chip.
It's non-taste.
It is
non-ice cream.
And they said it is ice creamish.
Yeah, right.
And then our favorite appetizer. That is real. If you want, I'll post the ingredients.
Please don't.
That is kiwi, ham, carrots, stuffed pimento olives, peas. Yes, that is ham in there. Yes. And that stuff around there and in the middle is deviled egg yolk. That is real.
That's disgusting.
It's called the savory jello mold.
That's gross. I don't know why.
Want that for Christmas?
Why would people do that to food? That's nasty.
And then, of course, we just want to know, do you like your fruitcake? Yes, no, eggnog.
That donut
yes, no.
needs Jesus. It sure did.
Yeah.
It needs Jesus and a cardiologist.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you doing this? That donut is incredible.
No, exactly icy. A big dose of yuck.
Well, that jello mold, yeah.
No, when you first showed me that, I said something a lot worse than what you said.
Yeah, that is the savory jello mold.
Jello mold vomit is what it looks like.
The savory jello mold, Aussie.
That's gross.
And it's got your favorite egg yolk of the deviled egg all the way around it and right in the middle. So you cut into it like a cake.
You know, I think the nastiest ingredient, the thing that just really throws it over the top, is the oysters.
Yes, I forgot to tell you.
Why would you put oysters in there?
The great things on top of there, those are oysters.
Oysters.
Those are oysters. And yes, those are kiwis all the way around it. Yeah.
I don't understand how you can even think those flavors go together. There's nothing in common there.
Someone asked me a question and said,
"Oh God, it has to taste horrible."
Yeah. Yeah. Oysters, eggs, pimento stuffed olives, peas, carrots, those are.
And ham.
Yes. And kiwi.
And oysters.
And oysters.
And deviled eggs.
Yolk.
And whatever it is that made it stick together. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross. You can
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me take that down.
You can take that down, bro.
Want that for Sunday dinner? Christmas?
We're gonna pass. We're gonna pass on
So what happens if you go to somebody's house for the Christmas party and you see that?
I'm 47 years old. I'm just gonna let them know. Look, my constitution is not set up for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to eat this.
Yeah. So yeah.
Way too much, Chuck. Way too much.
Chuck said he has eaten at Log Cabin Restaurant. Yes, you got to go there. It's absolutely delicious. These are the comments from the savory jello mold. A big dose of yuck.
It looks like vomit. Yeah.
I'm sick.
Jello vomit. Yeah. Yeah. Someone would be taking the ambulance people on the way. Right. Talking to the ambulance people. Right.
Chuck said too much going on there.
Way too much. Way too much.
Autumn says that just don't look good at all.
That's Miss Aretha. And
Miss Aretha.
No, ma'am, it sure doesn't.
Yeah.
And I don't know why people do that. Like, I don't.
And that is Miss Aretha. I had to find out it is real.
Yeah.
It's called the savory jello mold. I don't know who made it. I don't know.
Be against the law.
But those are real oysters, kiwis. But I think the biggest question is, what is that holding it together?
How did you decide that all that should go in one thing? And then what is it that's
because if it's a savory jello mold, what's
is that spam juice? Like, what is that?
Could be spam juice. Could be
gross.
Could be something like, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
The sorry vomit mold.
Yeah.
You drop that off to somebody that you are not trying to wish to like have a great day.
That's worse than
that pie on the help, that special pie.
A special pie on the help. Oh. You ate 2 pieces of it.
She was fit to be tied.
If I go to somebody's Christmas party or house and I see that
Halloween food.
Yes. Now that's good. If I go to somebody's house and I see that for a holiday and it's on the table and it's real,
I'm leaving.
we're out.
I'm going to gather my things, and I'm out of here.
And then they say, where are you going? I just had
gathering my things, and I'm gone.
We just remembered an appointment that we had with the Lord.
Yes.
We have to go pray.
Got to go to the prayer closet. See ya.
I'm not staying if I see that.
No, because nothing else is going to be
worth
holding out for after that.
If somebody serves that, do not eat the macaroni and cheese.
Oh no, there's raisins in it for sure. there's raisins and anything else that should not be in macaroni and cheese. If they got a Jello mold or whatever that is that look like that, everything else is jacked up. Just cut your losses. Go to McDonald's.
Yep, that's it. I'll get on my app on the way. I said, where are we going? I thought we were going to Christmas party. No,
10-piece nugget.
10-piece. I'll take the 4 for $4. Give me barbecue sauce. I'm good to go. So yeah, if you see that at a Christmas party, run.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway, it's so good to see y'all.
Love y'all.
We want to just thank y'all for joining us. Remember, be kind, share some goodwill. Also,
y'all hug somebody. Give a kind word.
Yep, do all of that. Good to see y'all. Will we be doing anything next week? Well, it'll be Christmas
probably at
next
home.
Week. Yeah, we'll do something for Christmas. Yeah, we will. Be safe out there. And hey, I have an important tip for you. Nolan Davis would love this. Don't spend more than you have.
Yeah, y'all, it's not that serious. Hey, the trend this year is giving less about like expensive and more from the heart type of gifts. The sentimental type things. That's the trend this year.
I don't want anything.
People are wanting to give from their heart.
Yep.
So I recommend that you do that because times are hard, man.
Yep.
Give from your heart. Give them something that they're going to remember, that they can take with them, that they can, give an experience.
Yeah, you give that Jello mold, you'll have an experience already.
You'll have something.
You'll have an experience and something that they will remember for a long time. Oh boy, let me tell you something.
That is not cute.
You'll be going to the porcelain god for real.
That is not attractive.
You'll be on your knees praying.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We will see y'all next week. Have a happy holiday. Shop safely.
Virtual hugs, sis. Love you.
Love y'all. How y'all doing?
I hug you. Okay.
I smell my hugs. I can smell my hugs again. Y'all don't understand. It was not good. Times are hard. We'll see y'all coming up next week. And always remember,
one nation, one people. Peace.